What is going on, peasants? My name is JB and I am back here today with another Pokemon Unite video. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. I have a few tips I want to go ahead and share with you guys and just drop a little bit of knowledge on you. Just some stuff I've noticed throughout the first couple days of playing the game. I've really been enjoying it, as have my friends and I. It's just a ton of fun. If you've been enjoying it too, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me what's your favorite Pokemon you've played so far. I've really been enjoying Crustle of all things. Have a video on the channel yesterday. If you missed that, go check it out. I'll have another Crustle video going up tomorrow as you guys are seeing this, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these tips. Okay, so the first step I have for you guys, and this is going to be especially important if you plan on continuing to play this game for, the foreseeable future. If you're holding on to your coins and you don't know which Pokemon you want to buy, go ahead and just don't buy either Cinderace or Greninja. In the 14-day welcome gifts on the home screen, on days 8 and 14, they give you those two Pokemon for free. So if you're not sure who you want to purchase, go ahead and buy someone else who you're not going to get for free in a few days. So that's my first tip. Okay, the next step I have for you guys is one that should be pretty obvious, but unfortunately, so far it hasn't been. So if you're playing a ranged attacker, play at range. Now, that, again, should seem pretty obvious, but I have seen so many players just run in with Pokemon that they really shouldn't be running into the fray with and just getting melted. Honestly, it's mostly been Cinderace players. Cinderace is not a melee character. Now, whether or not it should be, that's up for debate. The fact is, it isn't. So, if you're playing one of the ranged characters, Venusaur, Pikachu, Ninetales, Cinderace, I'm probably missing one, but those are the ones that come to mind. Do not walk up to a Machamp or a Lucario or a Zeraora and think you're going to be able to win that fight. You're not going to. So just, if you're playing a ranged attacker, stay at range. Alright, my next tip is for the Pokemon that evolve at level 4. If you're playing one of those Pokemon, do not fight the enemy team before you evolve. Those Pokemon are Vulpix, Charmander, Dwebble, Gossifleur, Slowpoke, and Jigglypuff. You can maybe get away with Charmander, but for all the others, I would not recommend it. If you die, fighting a Zeraora or something before you evolve, you're literally hurting your entire team. Because if the opponent's team, say, has a Crustle and you're dead, well, they have a Crustle first, your team's getting trapped, your team's dying, and you're just sitting there with a little Dwebble not being able to do anything. So do not fight the opponent's team before evolving. Okay, so these last couple are going to be a little bit more, I guess, serious would be a way to word it. So next tip is going to be using your item enhancers to upgrade your items. The game doesn't do a good job of explaining this, so I thought I would go ahead and show you guys. So in order to do this, you're going to head to the main menu, press X, and go down to Battle Prep. And then, battle items or held items. I would recommend maxing out your held items first, because I just think they're better, personally. But you just go to that menu and click on Give Items or All Held Items, which either one you want to do. And then just click on it, and that's how you use your item enhancers and go ahead and upgrade. There you go. That's how you spin those, and that's how you upgrade them. And I highly recommend doing this. Some of the better items and some of my more favorite items I've been using early on have been Floatstone, Leftovers, and Shell Bell. Floatstone is ridiculous. Movement speed is so nice, and it also buffs your attack. So if you're a Zeraora fan, a Lucario fan, a Machamp fan, Floatstone is going to be your best friend. Okay, and the last and most important tip I have for you guys today is Zapdos. Zapdos is the key to winning or losing this game. My friends and I have already had several games come down to literally Zapdos being the only determining factor in whether we win or lose. It's ridiculous. The amount of points it drops is crazy. I believe it drops 100 or 50, depending on whether or not that's double. I don't know. I read somewhere that it drops 100, but the last 2 minutes the points are doubled, so maybe it only drops 50. I'm not really sure. It drops a crazy amount of points, enough to swing the entire game. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. Zapdos is nuts, and especially with your opponents not being able to block their goals for the, I believe it's 15 seconds or something like that. It's free points. Zapdos is nuts. So do everything you can to communicate with your team, whether you're in call or just using the in-game function, that once that 2-minute mark hits, everybody needs to focus Zapdos. It's that important. So another thing worth noting about spawns are Rotom and Dreadnought. Dreadnought's cool. It's kind of a luxury. The shields it gives you, and I believe it also gives you a small attack buff or defense buff as well. I'm not really sure what the other buff is, but it's kind of just a luxury. Dreadnought's cool. Rotom is your priority on those two, so definitely be sure to focus Rotom. Just wanted to go ahead and point that out. So you may not know about the spawns either, is something else worth noting. Zapdos, of course, spawns at the 2-minute mark, whereas Rotom and Dreadnought spawn at the 7-minute mark, and they will respawn every 2 minutes after they are defeated for the first time. So what do? if the other team interrupts you when you're attacking either, Zapdos or Dreadnought or Rotom, what you're gonna want to do is probably focus the opposing team first. Don't let them walk in and land the last hit, because whoever lands the last hit on one of these boss Pokemon, they're the team who gets it. So say your team is just, pummeling Zapdos, and the opponent's, Cinderace just walks in and lands the last hit, the opponent team gets Zapdos. You need to focus the Cinderace so you don't allow stuff like that to happen. Conversely, if you're able to walk in on the other team and land the last hit, go ahead and try it. Why not? If you're there, if you're the only one on your team up, might as well, because if they get it, you're probably going to lose the game anyway. So might as well try. That's going to do it for me, guys. Those are your 5 tips for Pokemon Unite. Let me know what you think, and I will go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.